And you're watching Hyper IT section, and today I'm gonna show you how to install the Ubuntu server over the VMware virtual machine. So we have VMware 6.5 EXSI. So first of all, we have to create the virtual machine VM, and then we have to attach the ISO. So in order to start the in order to create the virtual machine, we have to create our register VM, create new virtual machine, click on next button. Then we have to type the virtual machine name. Let's say example test underscore Ubuntu. This option, this is this is the version of VMware, so it will remain the same. And on the second option, we have to select the guest operating system, which is obviously a Linux family. It's Ubuntu is basically related to the Linux family, so we have to select the OS family Linux. And then we have to move forward towards the second option, and we have to select the 32 or 64-bit Ubuntu. So we have the ISO of 64-bit Windows Server, so we have to select Ubuntu 64-bit. And where it is Ubuntu, yes, here it is. So Ubuntu 64 Linux, Ubuntu 64-bit, that's it. Hit next button. Then we have to select the storage device. If you have one storage device, definitely you will get a single storage device over there. And since I have two storage devices which is configured over the RAID 0, so we have two options, so we can select any one of them. So I'm going to select first option. Next, then we have to give the resources to the Ubuntu server machine. So I'm going to give the four logical virtual CPUs, and I'm gonna give 4 GB of RAM. Then we are moving towards the hard disk. We are giving 50 GB of hard disk, and then we have to select the, if you have multiple LAN adapter, or if you have the multiple LAN adapter, means the server on which you have VMware EXI is installed over there. So you, if this server has the multiple LAN port, then you have to select the correct one LAN port. So since we have the multiple LAN ports, voice over IP, and for data connectivity we have a different LAN port, so we have to select correct LAN port. So in order to do this, I have to open this box, and I have to select VM network. That's it. And we can select the ISO as well, ISO file. So I already have the Ubuntu server 2020 is 22.04, but you can download it from the website I'm gonna show you. And this is the website, and no need to worry, I will also put the link of this website into the description of this video as well. So this is the Ubuntu official website, and you can download the ISO or latest Ubuntu server ISO from there. So everything is clear, and no need to worry, I will put this link into the description box of this video. So now moving towards the second step. So let's say if you download the Linux server, so what you have to do, I already downloaded it and already uploaded into the VMware, so I'm not doing this, but just I'm guiding you that how you can do that. I already show you a website where you have the Ubuntu server. Now after the downloading the Windows Ubuntu server, you have to click onto the upload button, and once you click onto the upload button, you will get a browse window or pop-up. So you have to select the ISO and then click OK. This ISO it will take some time. You will have some sort of bar, and after 5 to 10 minutes, it will take 5 to 10 minutes, no more than this, because it will upload from the local system, so it will not take much time. So we have to select the after the uploading, we have to select the Ubuntu, and select the and press the select button. Once you select it, press next and then finish. Once you finish, click on it, power on the machine, press enter. It will take some time in order to load the ISO. You will get this option. You have to select your respective language, hit enter, then hit enter. Then you are going to install the Ubuntu server, hit enter. Finally, you have to set the IP address. वालेकुम सलाम, कैसे हैं, खैरियत से? Hi everyone, welcome back. Sorry, I had paused the video because due to some personal work. So let's start. So in this section, we have to assign the static IP. So if you have any DHCP server, means in your network, whether you are getting DHCP from the Windows server or from the wireless router through the LAN cable, so the it will detect the automatic IP through the DHCP server. But in my case, we don't have any DHCP server, so we have to assign the IP static, and obviously static IP is recommended because and I will request you to whenever you install Linux server, you have to set up the static IP, because so that you can access your Ubuntu server remotely and you can access their applications as well. So now we are going to assign the static IP through the arrow button. Select LAN card, hit enter, added IPv4, hit enter, select manual, press tab key, assign the subnet. In my case, the subnet is 0/24. The IP address 192.168.10.219. Then we have to assign the gateway. In my case, 192.168.10.1. Then we have to assign the name servers, and name servers, obviously we have to keep the name server of Google, which is 8.8.8.8. Then press the tab key, again tab key, click on save, enter on save. Then using the tab key, move your cursor towards the done button, hit enter. No need to type anything, hit enter, continue without updating, because we will update Linux after the installation, so no need to update the Linux, so we will go for the without updating. The entire drive is already selected, just we have to done. Now this is very important step, because keep remember, whenever you are going to install the Ubuntu server 2000 any server, means if you are going to install any Linux machine or Ubuntu server, it will always format half of your hard disk. Means if you are giving the space of 100 GB, it will utilize 50 GB space, and it will keep unformatted your 50 GB space. So means you are not utilizing your 100% space. So in that condition, you may face in future means lacking of space. So you have to settle out this thing at the time of the installation, so that you will not face any problem in the future. So you can check out this. We had given 50 GB to Ubuntu machine, and you can see that, and the formatted partition is 23.94. so what we will do, we will change the figures of 23.94 or replace figure with the above figures. Means we have to give the same space of as we have the entire disk. Means we had given the 50 GB. Some files occupied some GBs of data, and finally we have 47.9, and now we are going to edit this space in order to utilize full space of the drive. So edit it, just we make it 47, that's it, and just click on save. That's it. And done. Continue. Finally you have to give the name. Let's say I'm giving the name of Nasir, server name Nasir, username Nasir, and you can set your password. Password should be complex. And that's it, done. Continue. If you want to install, obviously generally we access Ubuntu server through the SSH, so just you have to check this mark by pressing the space bar. Click onto the space bar. The installation option of OpenSSH will be selected, and it will be installed automatically while installation. No need to install separately after the installation. So that's it. Press done button. Done. And installation has been started. So I'm going to pause this video. Once installation done, I will show you that that how the Linux will work and how it will appear after the installation. Thank you so much, and just stay with me, and let's join little while. Welcome back, and you can see that Linux machine has been installed. Linux Ubuntu 22.04 has been installed successfully. Now we will press the tab button and click on reboot. Once you reboot it, the machine will take time in order to start properly, and I'm going to just now hit enter.